Next life I go be Igbo man. Today I be Igbo. Tomorrow I be Igbo. Next life I go be Igbo. Make una no carry Niger Delta come dey separate us. Sat is.
Hello everyone. I hope you have seen this video of Ikwerre people visiting the Oba of Benin to remind him that they are Benin people who migrated away from Benin Kingdom several hundred years ago. And then the Oba received them.
Some of the controversies from the Igbos and others who claim that the Ikwerre people, the Ikwerre people, and the Oba people are from people. So, but they have told us that they came from Benin, and we are standing by that. So, finally, you getting me for the privilege that we should come to reunite from our fatherland, and that is why I'm representing the Ikwerre people today and go to River State to tell us that we are Benin, about the Benin.
Ikwerre. What's your name? Are you ambassador? Are you an ambassador?
Yeah, my grandmother's.
Cultural. Okay. Me, I was diplomatic ambassador. I was diplomatic ambassador that served there. I was principal representative to 5 presidents for this country. Yes, sir. And you know, maybe reappointed 3 times. 3 times, or 3 times. I'm a 3-time ambassador or something. Thank you very much for your presentation, your intervention. Yes, Ikwerre people, we also, please, be upstanding. Ikwerre people, we know they are from Benin. Why were you there when I visited Port Harcourt?
Yes, sir.
You were in that group that received me in
Yes, sir.
you know, when, are you close to Wicked from this case and Ikwerre?
Yes.
Are you close to him?
Yes, sir.
When he came with governors, that time he was the governor. When he came with some governors here and they were introducing him as His Excellency, the governor of River State, I stopped the protocol officer, the one that was introduced, and they introduced him to Manuel. And this governor, you should have introduced him as His Excellency of Benin origin. And they were surprised. His colleagues were surprised that why did His Majesty say that? To introduce Wike as Excellency of and I said, when I saw the government that don't you Excellency, you don't know. Now this governor in front originally from Benin. Ask him. So, after that, they said he was teasing all of them that he was closer to the throne, the Beninians, and what they thought. It's true, Ikwerre people are from Benin. I've heard about that argument when they were trying to say that the Ikwerre people are from Igbo. Sorry, I heard about it. I thought it was ridiculous, But if we can, you come out and speak. If you come out and make a statement, if they have been talking about that, but it's up there. I'm sure you know how we get so busy in Abuja now. So we're taking notes of what you have said. I'm glad that the monarchs in River State from the Ikwerre State region, very good, that they are taking note of your efforts. I want you to tell them that we are going to do our best to unite. This year is my 10th coronation anniversary. We are going to try and use the opportunity to unite all the people from Benin. origin from everywhere in the world. Nigeria, Benin, Nigeria, in the diaspora, we get them all together. There's a program for that already. So we like to be interacting with you.
My question is this. If you went home to the home of your ancestors, do you need to speak English to your ancestors? If truly Ikwerre people are from Benin and they went to see Oba Erediowa II, why do they have to kneel down and speak English to their ancestors or to their kids and kin? I do not understand it. Because in 2017, the people of Ozobolo, Ubuloru, Ubulekwe, Ubulisiuzo, Ozobolo, all the Ubulu communities that migrated away from Ubuluku Kingdom came back home for a book launch. And what we spoke was Ubulu language. And it was almost in this epoch that the Ikwerre people migrated. How is it then that you return to the hometown where you migrated away from, or the kingdom where you migrated away from, and you are speaking English? It doesn't make sense. Identity is not forced. Identity is natural. Even if it evolves, language remains one of the biggest indicators of where people are from. If Ikwerre people are from Benin, there should be elements of Benin language in their diction. How do you have Ezes and Obi in this part of Igbo land, and the people you migrated from have Oba? Compare the Benin people that you went to kneel down before and the people in Yoruba land where they have Oba. When they tell you they have historical relationship with Benin people, it is in the language. It is in the name of their king. While they have Oba in Yoruba, they have Oba in Benin. And the Ikwerre people who are claiming to have migrated away from Benin Kingdom have Eze. They have now even switched to not even calling their kings Eze anymore. They call them king. They use the word king, English word. We are not forcing cultural identity. We are not begging anyone to identify with us as Ndi Igbo. But truth must be told. Now, this is where the works of our brother, the tribes, my brother Amadi, comes to bear. He is an Ikwerre man who has understood all these, and he goes about every day preaching the Igbo identity of the Ikwerre people. Now, while we acknowledge his work, we must leave those who are denying their identity to continue denying. We're not forcing you to be Igbo, but everything about you, your cultural lifestyle, betrays that word, I am not Igbo. You go back to the Oba of Benin to kneel down, whereas the Oba of Benin in recent times have done two things. One, he has sanctioned the people of Ibanke by removing them from the Traditional Rulers Council, saying they are no longer part of the council, that they are not kings anymore, they are enoge. In fact, their salaries and whatever the government gives to them as stipends were stopped. After a long while, he reinstated the salary and wrote a letter back to them to come and rejoin them. They refused. These people know that they are Igbo and they are part of Benin Kingdom of old. But you, who lives over 1,000 miles away, now realizes suddenly that you are Igbo. What is your name? Chukwuemeka? Nnadi? All of your names are Igbo names. Your cultural practices are Igbo. Your deities are Igbo. Yet, you travel all the way back. This is not colonialism. This is just a sign and touch of inferiority complex. Cultural inferiority complex. Somebody wanting to associate with something that is perceived to be bigger, even when it is not bigger. I don't know what makes these people assume that Benin Kingdom is bigger or greater than Igbo land. They are just distinct and different in their own ways. Which one is older? Certainly, the Igbo culture is older. Go back to that Benin. The Igbo you are trying to reject is well accepted. There are over 50 to 100 Igbo words in Benin diction, showing you that there are indigenous Igbo people who lived here before they migrated away. If the man who led the migration away from Anidu was Akalaka, how then do you think that thousands of years after, you are now going to change the history or the name? The man migrated away from Benin, meaning he is not a Benin man. The man bore Igbo names, meaning he is an Igbo man. Most people do not understand what is called recoil migration. It's like I lived in Lagos, gave birth to all my children, and then suddenly I decide to return back to my hometown. Does that make my children Lagos people or Yoruba people? That is simply what happened with all the Uroha, Oba, Ikwerre, Ikwerre people. They are Ndi Igbo. They are, and when we say you are an Igbo person, it doesn't mean that it is a must that you are from one of the traditional Igbo settlements. You are Igbo, you are Igbo. You can be a returning Igbo by recoil migration. We're not begging anybody to accept their Igbo identity. People can enjoy their identity crisis alone if they wish to. But we must always set the record straight. You are Igbo. By culture, you are Igbo. Your ancestors bore Igbo names. You practice Igbo culture. If you like, go to the Oba of Benin's palace and speak Ikwerre from now to next 3 years. He will not understand one word. But go back to Igbo land and speak your Ikwerre, and they will tell you what you're speaking. That is just it. So the Igbo cultural identity is embedded in the language and culture, not in what you claim to be and what you do not claim to be. If I live in Lagos State or any part of Yoruba land for the next 100 years, I may learn their language. It will not change my identity. Your identity is not something you choose. It's like choosing your parents. It's like choosing your sex. It's not something you get to choose. It is already predetermined before you come. So when you come, what you just do is quietly embrace your Igbo cultural identity, irrespective of whatever wrongs, irrespective of whatever differences, irrespective of whatever grievances you hold against one single Igbo person. If any of my family members offend me, it can never stop me from being an Onwadi. I'm still a son of Onwadi. Even if I come publicly, publish newspaper articles to deny that I am no longer a member of Onwadi family, people will still be regarding me as a son of Onwadi. That is just the beauty of it. You cannot choose for yourself and still help people to choose. You cannot bear the name Chibuike. You cannot bear the name Amechi. You cannot bear the name Ezenwo or Ezebunwo and say you're not Igbo. You are Igbo true and true. And we're not forcing you to be Igbo. We are not. We're not even begging you to be Igbo. We just know that you are Igbo, whether you accept it or not. So, as many of you that go to Oba's palace, when you go next time, remind him that his father wrote a book after doing his service as a civil servant in Ahoda. He wrote in his book, I remain, sir. That's the title of the book. I remain, sir, your humble servant. In his book, he quoted that while he was working in Ahoda, he met a group of Igbo people. He did not call them Benin people. He's talking about the Ikwerre and Oba people now. He regarded them as Ndi Igbo. Ndewonu, please, if you found this video very interesting, please engage with the video, share it with your audience, and let us know what you think in the comment section. What do you think about the cultural identity of the Ikwerre people and their recent visit to the Oba of Benin Palace to affirm that they are Benin people?
In one.